Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Y'all, I'm smiling because, baby, this message, y'all, this message. Anywho, and it's funny because, the first message, I was like, oh, it's so sweet and it's so bubbly and it's so wonderful. I like how we started off, okay? Anywho. The message I heard is stop the Drake. Now, at first, I thought God was talking about the rapper, but he caused me to go ahead and look up the definition, and the definition of Drake is a male duck. Okay, and while I received this message, okay, the song pops up, and the song is "Nuck If You Buck," not the remix version of "Nuck If You Buck," the old version, okay, the original version of "Nuck If You Buck." Okay, I come in the club, shaking my dreads, all these balls and busting these heads. That version of "Nuck If You Buck," okay. Obviously, I am not about to read the lyrics to this song. Okay, I am not. I will not. Okay. Whew. Okay. The scripture comes from Zechariah 14. A day of the Lord is coming, Jerusalem, when your possessions will be plundered and divided up within your very walls. Lord, I will gather all the nations to Jerusalem to fight against it. The city will be captured, the houses ransacked, and the women raped. Ooh, half of the city will go into exile, but the rest of the people will not be taken from the city. Then the Lord will go out and fight against those nations, as he fights on the day of battle. On that day, his feet will stand on the Mount of Olives, east of Jerusalem, and the Mount of Olives will be split in two from east to west, forming a great valley, with half of the mountain moving north and half moving south. You will flee by my mountain valley, for it will extend to Azel. You will flee as you fled from the earthquake in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah. Then the Lord my God will come, and all the holy ones with him. Hold on, there's more. On that day, there will be neither sunlight nor cold, frosty darkness. It will be a unique day, a day known only to the Lord, with no distinction between day and night. When evening comes, there will be light. On that day, living water will flow out from Jerusalem, half of it east to the Dead Sea, half of it west to the Mediterranean Sea, in summer and in winter. The Lord will be king over the whole earth. On that day, there will be one Lord, and his name, the holy name. Baby, while I'm reading this, I'm like, the whole land from Gibeah to Rimmon, south of Jerusalem, will become like the Arabah. But Jerusalem will be raised up high from Benjamin Gate to the site of the first gate, to the corner gate, and from the tower of Hananel to the royal wine presses, and will remain in its place. It will be inhabited. Never again will it be destroyed. Jerusalem will be secure. This is the plague with which the Lord will strike all the nations that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh will rot while they are still standing on their feet. Their eyes will rot in their sockets, and their tongues will rot in their mouths. On that day, people will be stricken by the Lord with great panic. They will seize each other by the hand and attack one another. Judah too will fight at Jerusalem. The wealth of all the surrounding nations will be collected, great quantities of gold and silver and clothing. A similar plague will strike the horses and mules, the camels and donkeys, and all the animals in those camps. Then the survivors from all the nations that have attacked Jerusalem will go up year after year to worship the King, the Lord Almighty, and to celebrate the festival of tabernacles. If any of the peoples of the earth do not go up to Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord Almighty, they will have no rain. If the Egyptian people do not go up and take part, they will have no rain. The Lord will bring on them a plague he inflicts on the nations that do not go up to celebrate the festival of tabernacles. This will be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all the nations that do not go up to celebrate the festival of tabernacles. On that day, holy to the Lord will be inscribed on the bells of the horses, and the cooking pots in the Lord's house will be like the sacred bowls in front of the altar. Every pot in Jerusalem and Judah will be holy to the Lord Almighty, and all who come to sacrifice will take some of the pots and cook in them. On that day, there will no longer be a Canaanite in the house of the Lord Almighty. Baby! Like, let me get myself, baby. God sent me here. God sent me here to tell you. Okay. Now I know that, some of the people that watch my channel are Christians, okay? I also know that there are some people that be on some others that be running on demon time that I don't know why they watch my channel, but they watch my channel anyway. And I know they watch my channel because I block them every day, okay? And God said, he is seeking judgments. They ain't gonna be able to hide. God said they will not be able to hide from this wrath and this judgment. Ain't gonna be no ducking. Ain't gonna be no hiding. God said you ain't gonna be able to hide from him when he decides that he is going to grab you, okay, by your hair and wrap his hands around your neck. God said he is not playing. He is not playing. He is not playing. He is not playing. He is seeking judgment. God said he got all the smoke for his enemies. He got all the smoke for his enemies. He said all these worldly things that they are partaking in sin to obtain will mean nothing at the moment that God decides to put his entire glorious foot up on their necks. God said he got all the smoke. 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 I don't know if y'all know the song Look If You Buck. I know certain people in certain age groups, generations, they don't know about that song. But from the beginning of the song to the end of the song, the whole song is fighting words. God said he ain't playing. He ain't playing no games. And see, I know a lot of these people that know that this message is for them. They gonna laugh at this message and click up off, and that's fine. That's their business. But let me tell you about life and how God is not an enemy that you can see coming. Let me tell you about life and how God will make all kind of, baby. God is the one that will make all kinds of wrath, all kind of famine, all kind of things just strike you. God said he is not playing with these people. He said he will strike them where they stand. Did y'all hear this? Hold on. God said their flesh will rot while they are still standing on their feet. While they are still standing, putting forth effort to attack his children, he will strike them. God said he ain't playing. God said he got all the smoke. He got all the smoke. He got all the smoke. On that day, living water will flow out from Jerusalem, half of it from east to the Dead Sea and half of it from the Mediterranean Sea in summer and in winter. God said he will have them so confused, they will not be able to see the difference between the seasons. And when this message is, God is telling me this message is meaning, some of these people, they gonna think that everything is good. They gonna think everything is fine because, back then in the summertime, that's when everything flourished. That's when the food would flow. Wintertime, that's when a lot of the plants would not grow. God said some of these people are going to be, in 1 second, it's going to seem like they get in a bag. It's going to seem like everything is going good. It's going to seem like everything is perfect and everything is fine. And within a split second, God is going to flip everything upside down. God said he is going to do this. It is going to shake them. It is going to shock them. And it will be by God's hand. God said it will be by his hand that these things will be happening to them. They are not going to know what to do. All of the material things that they have gathered together will not save them from God's foot. All of the wonderful things, the monies that they have stored up in their storehouses will not save them from God's hand. God said when he touches them, They better be ready. And baby, ain't no way to be ready. Ain't no way to be ready when it comes to God and the smoke that he got. Ain't no way. God said he is doing this for his name's sake, because the audacity of there to be people walking up on this earth and believing in their mind that they are more powerful than he is. He said he about to come through, show up, and show out. And that's the message. Like I said, y'all even, I know some generations not gonna understand what will happen in the club when that song play. Okay, what will happen in the club when that song play? People, like, you deliberately go out and find the person you beefing with when that song play. God said he is not playing. He ain't got no, he got all the time, 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 he got all the energy, he want all the smoke. He say he want all the smoke. He say he got all the smoke. He got all the energy, and he is coming through and showing out. Baby. That's the message. That's the message. God said ain't no need in them ducking. Ain't no need in them hiding. Ain't no need in them. You can't hide under a rock. You can't hide under a tree. You can't hide underground. You cannot hide in the desert. You can't hide in the mountains. Come on up out of there. God said he outside. Pull up. That's the message. 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 Baby, that's the message. That's the message. That's the message. Woo! Could that be side my show for money? See, la cabai show come on, see now, yeah. Le vi cabai show for come on, yeah. Le case me now, so I need so we buy she. I can't see me that fools to me now. Oh, come on, see ya. Le ves me now, yo. As me can say, I see no, yeah. I come in, I shorty. I come on, so come on, yeah. Le ves me king. I shall so for. Leve, be eyes on me. Java mai say leve. Come I so bo. Alaba shumini I see leve kai so. I don't want me now. Alaba she come on in ya see. I leve kere see alo so. I shamaka no see alaba ya. Eveke me ere so. My shivi now ire see. For those of y'all that don't know what I just said, God said, come out and see. He will show himself. He is going to show himself. He is going to show himself. There are some people that think that God don't know what they're doing. They think that God cannot see them, and they don't realize God has eyes all around. They don't realize God see everything. From one sea to another, he see everything. He is going to show them. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.